Hi, hi guys, this is Nuclear Aphrodite and welcome back to my channel once again. And today we'll be flying the JF-17 Thunder equipped with the ground attack munition GB-6 SF. Here I've turned on the active stop mode. This is the GB-6FF. It comes in two versions. One version is the high explosive version with the high explosive warhead. The other version is SFW. This stands for standoff weapon and it has cluster munition. This munition itself is a standoff. It does not need any propeller or any propellant to give it a thrust. It travels upon its velocity. The best altitudes to launch this weapon is around 24,000 feet, and the aircraft should be in afterburners and above 400 knots. So it can be launched from around 30 nautical miles, 30 to 35 nautical miles. Okay, so we are in the JF-17 Thunder Block 1 that belongs to Black Spider Squadron. You can see the tail number. Let's jump into the cockpit. We'll jump into the cockpit, turn on the active stop mode, turn on the active pause mode, turn on air to ground mode. Now as soon as I turn on the air to ground mode, the GB6 is by default selected, and the standby, after standby blinks, it turns on to arm, means the weapon is armed. The mode it can be operated into two modes: pre-planned mode and TOO, which is the direct mode. The weapon is GB6. The interval is, if you want it, right now this option is not available. However, this means that the interval between the two weapons, if you want to launch two weapons, like yes, I've selected two weapons. This is one, this is two. Both of them have been selected. As you see, if I press 2, the mark, there's a square that appears over the missile. So if I select 2, but the by default interval is 0.3. okay, here is the default altitude, the burst altitude of the missile, where the missile is going to burst and release its cluster munition with parachute. Here's the fuse. Direct or delay means the fuse should be direct or a bit delayed. Direct is the best one option. Okay, and here is the alignment quality. By default, the missile, these are smart weapons, they need alignment time around 3 minutes. Their alignment time is around 3 minutes, and they need 3 minutes to align themselves. Okay, so this is the program. If I press the control, I see the program. The option is single and standby. I don't know what this is, but this is the best one. The mode is direct. There is 1.5 minutes left for the weapon to hit align. By that time, notice I also have a TGP under my center line fuse tag. This TGP is WMD7. Right now the PAF is using Aselsan targeting port, which is, Aselsan is a Turkish company, and it is providing its targeting port Demokills, which is much more advanced than this WMD7. So we need to set up our port in this MFD. So I'm going to turn off the active stop mode, turn on the menu, port, then I'll select the WMD7, and first I'll have to turn on the port. Now as I have turned on, you can see here the name of the part. Gauge means is it aligned with the waypoint. This controls the brightness. These two things, options, control the brightness. This is the crosshair. This is the this means that the weapon is armed. This is the code of the laser. This is used for focus, camera focus on the area, and this is used to put on the code. And this is the laser, and this is the narrow or wide. Now first I'll have to mark the waypoint for this weapon. Now the weapon, my targets are on these, on the waypoint number 4. The first target is ZSU-23. It belongs to India. The other one is MLR's BM-21 Grad. The other one is also Grad, and the other one is Propel Artillery. So these are my targets. So they are in waypoint 4. I'll select the waypoint 4. Now I've selected the waypoint 4. I'll remove this stick. Switch this to MFD. Now here you can see there's a line that goes to the waypoint 4. Means the weapon by default has changed its coordinates. If I select waypoint 2, notice the coordinates have been changed. So these weapons are smart. They need to have coordinates so that they can go to the coordinates and then they can deliver they could deliver their lethality. Okay, so I've turned on the data link as well. Now what I'm going to do is cage this. I have caged this. Now I will choose the SP so that it goes to the steer point, and I'll choose the narrow. Now notice as I have done this, the longitude, the latitude has appeared, and the range to the target is right now 0. Now my alignment has been done, so I'll resume the game, increase my throttle, climb the altitude. Right now I'm at 15,000 feet. I'll climb the altitude so that I can have a good range envelope of the weapon. And here it is. I've aligned myself with the runway. Okay. Now I have turned on the afterburners as well so that I can gain rapid speed, and I'll gain the altitude as well. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom in, and I'll change the quality. Okay. So there are two ways to basically launch this. Either I choose it manually, or I do it by slave. Means the weapon, the TGP image is slave to the target, and it is automatically going to launch. Since this is a smart weapon, it is going to detect the vehicles that are deployed there. If I zoom in, here you will see that these are the vehicles, and I'll choose the SPE slave so that I'll slave with them, and my marker is on them. Okay, so I'm going to launch.
Warning.
And I have launched.
Warning.
Now I increase the brightness.
Warning.
And as you see, I have launched.
Warning.
I have launched.
Warning.
They're on their way.
Warning.
And they're almost supersonic.
Warning.
Now I will
Warning.
change my configuration so that I get off to listen this very annoying noise of warning. Turn off the afterburners, and here you're going to see the weapons are going towards their target. After a while I'm going to lose this image because this TGP has a limit to provide its imaging capability. So these are my targets, and I've improved the brightness. And let's see what happens. Okay. So look, they are going toward the target. Here is the another one, and here you can see another one. You're going toward the target. Then one has exploded, and here's the other one. And they'll be destroying the enemy. So guys, my all 4 targets have been destroyed. Now, so guys, this was the GB-6 of the JF-17 Thunder. Stay tuned, I'll be coming with more videos, more exciting videos.